Today was the day that Democrats began to lay out their case against the president. But last night, fights were already breaking out about whether this trial should even be happening in the first place.
Opening arguments begin early this afternoon, and we're expecting a very fierce debate over why the president should and shouldn't be removed from office. Republicans want this all over by the State of the Union address in 2 weeks. Democrats say not so fast.
Why are we here? Are we here because of a phone call?
We are here, sir, to follow the facts, apply the law, be guided by the Constitution, and present the truth to the American people. That is why we are here, Mr. Sekulow. And if you don't know, now you know.
Oh! And if you don't know, now you know. That's right. That's right. Congressman Hakeem Jeffries just quoted Biggie on the floor of Congress. The only thing I wish is that he'd used the entire line. That would have been amazing. He was like, if you don't know, now you know, nigga. Because if that happened, black people would have been out celebrating in the streets. It would have been MLK Day Part 2, all of us out there like, you know very well who you are. But I gotta say, man, hip-hop has come a long way. Think about it. In the 80s and 90s, it was considered gangster music, and now it's being quoted in an impeachment trial. Huh? That's how far hip-hop has come. Think about that. That's insane. Hip-hop just keeps going. I bet it's only a matter of time before, like, Mitch McConnell responds with a rap lyric of his own. He's like, Ma, my name is Mitch, and I don't have a jaw. I love the Senate and saying, Ma. Now, the reason things got so heated yesterday is because Democrats tried 10 different times to get new witnesses and evidence into this impeachment trial. And the Republicans shot them down each and every time. Right? There hasn't been that much rejection in D.C. since Stephen Miller went speed dating. Now, one of the main witnesses Democrats really hope will testify is former Trump advisor and grumpy Captain Crunch, John Bolton. But when the president was asked about it this morning, he had a list of reasons why he doesn't want Bolton to testify.
In regards to the proceedings going on in the Senate, are you absolutely against John Bolton testifying?
The problem with John is that it's a national security problem. You know, you can't have somebody who's at national security. And if you think about it, John, he knows some of my thoughts. He knows what I think about leaders. What happens if he reveals what I think about a certain leader and it's not very positive, and that I have to deal on behalf of the country? It's going to be very hard. It's going to make the job very hard. He knows other things, and I don't know if we left on the best of terms. I would say probably not.
You know, one thing I enjoy about Trump is that he will give you every excuse all at the same time. Right? He'll start with the fake excuse, but then he'll just keep going until you learn the real reasons. Just like, sadly, we can't hear from Bolton because it's a national security threat. And also, he'll reveal what I think about other world leaders. And also, he hates my guts. And also, he'll implicate me in the crimes that I committed. So many reasons. Because let's be real. I don't think it's a big deal if Bolton reveals what Trump thinks of other world leaders, because Trump already tells everyone what he thinks of world leaders. He'll even do it while they're standing right next to him. He'd be with Macron like, I just had a very productive meeting with this little French bitch over here. So Bolton may or may not appear at Trump's impeachment trial. But even if he does, even if he appears, there's a good chance that the senators won't hear what he's saying at all. Because based on yesterday, half of them are already checked out.
At least 7 senators were spotted Tuesday wearing Apple Watches. That's a no-no. Rand Paul played a crossword puzzle. A big no-no.
Shortly after 5:30 p.m., Senator James Risch, the Republican of Idaho, could be seen motionless, eyes closed, and head slumping against his right hand. Risch was the first lawmaker seen by Washington Post reporters to have clearly fallen asleep.
It's a bit like a college lecture hall. Some of them are busily taking notes. Some of them look bored out of their minds. And if they're thirsty, we're told that only 2 beverages are allowed on the Senate floor: water and milk.
Yeah. Some senators are playing with their Apple Watches, others are solving crosswords, and worst of all, a senator from Idaho fell asleep. Like asleep. Because you know you've been sleeping for a long time when an artist has time to sketch your portrait. That's sleep. But I'll be honest, I get why some of these senators are struggling. They're sitting there for long hours, up to 12 hours late into the night, and they're only allowed to drink milk or water to stay energized. That's a tough situation. I mean, it was a tough situation because luckily there's a new product out that could help them out.
When you're stuck on the Senate floor for 12 hours at a time, you need a pick-me-up. But you're only allowed to drink milk. You have no options. Until now. Introducing Impeachment. It's the only milk fortified with caffeine, amphetamines, and just a little bit of cocaine. So you can get your impeach on and fulfill your constitutional duties to the max.
Yeah! Ready to impeach!
With Impeach Milk, you'll have the energy to render judgment all night long. So get some Impeach Milk and get jacked up on justice.
Desi Lydic and Rowan Jr., everybody.